Yo guys, Yoshi's back today with another video. Elastico, reverse Elastico tutorial. I told you guys I got you, but please listen up for a few things first. Left-footed and right-footed players perform the moves differently. They do them opposite of one another. We will showcase this in the video, but please note that. Second, two controllers will be on the screen. One will be live, the other one will be a picture with how to turn your joystick. It'll just be with an arrow. Third, we're going to have a normal Elastico, and then we're going to show you the stop into the fast version of the Elastico. Something to always know, when you're doing an Elastico, you always want to spin your joystick 180 degrees from where you start, and you should always be finishing your joystick where you want your player to exit, which will make more sense once we get into things, but please remember those two things, 180 degrees and finishing where you want your player to exit. Okay, so to get into it, if I'm doing an Elastico going up, right-footed player, I'm going to go 180 degrees starting from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock being where I'm ending, remember. So I'm ending on the left, so my joystick should finish on the left. Again, 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock, ending on the left, 180 degrees. When I go the opposite way to do a reverse Elastico, this is counterclockwise. We're going to go from 9 to 3 o'clock, counterclockwise. And this gives you the reverse. So basically, the two moves are starting from the opposite points of each other, and they just go opposite. And so once you learn to do one, you should be able to do the other one pretty effectively. So if you're coming down on the screen, clockwise, we're going to go from 9 to 3, and this gives you the Elastico. You want to end on the right, so your joystick should finish on the right. Does that make sense, right? Maybe, hopefully. When we do a reverse Elastico, we do the opposite. We're going to start at 3 o'clock, and we're going to end at 9 because we want to exit to the left. That's the big theme, is always remembering 180 degrees, and you always want to exit your player. You should always finish your joystick where you want to exit your player. So hopefully that makes sense. As you're going to see here, we're going to the right this time. We're going to go from 6 to 12. And the biggest thing I'd say is if you're getting a little confused, just pause the video and just look at the picture of it, of the controller, and just try to do it yourself. Just pause it, look at exactly how the arrow is, and try go into skill games or go into beginner and just try it. And basically what I'd say is always remember, like I keep saying, 180 degrees and finishing where you want to exit. And so basically if I know I want to exit down, which means 6 o'clock, that means I have to start at 12, right? So you're going 12 to 6 if I'm going this direction right now. And if I want to do an Elastico, I flick it clockwise. And if I want to go, if I want to do a reverse Elastico, meaning I'm going to finish up in this case, I start at the bottom and then I just go counterclockwise. So those are the, hopefully the words that I'm saying are kind of making sense. The easiest thing to do might be to just pause and look at the picture, watch the slow motion live controller. Maybe that'll help you more. Hopefully this doesn't confuse you. But now we're going to do the fast version of the move. So now you're going to tap L1 or LB just quickly. Just tap in, let go. As soon as you tap in, your player stops. You do the Elastico or reverse Elastico depending on the way you're aiming. So if we're going this way, tap L1, and I'm going to do an Elastico, so I'm going to go from 6 to 12. I'm going to exit up. 6 to 12, exit up. Tap L1, 6 to 12. Tap L1, 6 to 12. Just go and practice that. If I want to do it with a reverse Elastico instead, I'm going to tap L1, but this time when I tap L1, I'm going to go from 12 to 6 because I'm going to exit down, and we're going to go counterclockwise. And so just keep remembering those things. And I think the easiest thing for me when going through this is I always remember where I want to exit. So then I don't even think about, clockwise, counterclockwise. I don't think about that. I just think where I want to exit, and then that's how I know how to do the move. So just when you're doing this, make sure you tap L1 and let go of it. You just got to tap it quick, let go. Your player will stop. And in-game when you do this, he'll go way faster. It's actually insane how much faster the move is. This move is very effective at the top of the box. Now let's look at the left-footed players. So again, now left-footed is going to be the opposite of what we were just doing. So now if I want to do a reverse Elastico, I'm going to go clockwise for left-footed players. And so that's why I try to tell you guys, just think 180 degrees and where you want to exit. And that will make doing the moves easier. And you won't have to really worry about thinking of the counter clockwise versus clockwise, because it might get confusing, especially if you have left-footed and right-footed players on your team. But here, we tap L1, and if I want to do a reverse Elastico, I'm going to go from 6 to 12, and this time it's going to be clockwise. So like I said, opposite of what a right-footed player does. Like you're going to see, I'm going to put the controller live on the top right corner. We have the picture right now on the bottom left. We moved it over so, you know, it wasn't in the way maybe of the play. And kind of just practicing this over and over and over. Like I said, beginner kickoff, or go into skill games. I think it's advanced shooting, the first section. It gives you the same camera and you're able to just do scenarios where you just have the ball and you can just keep practicing it from all the different angles. Now I'm going to show you some clips of where the move is very, very good. So definitely I would pay attention and watch this. Some of them I'm going to combo reverse plus Elastico in the same one. I might do Elastico back to back. You know, I'm going to show you how this move can really, really destroy people. Sometimes we stop, sometimes we're sprinting, sometimes we're walking. Kind of just a mix of everything. So definitely see, oh man, when you're in the box and you do that reverse Elastico inwards, it's very good. Or with a left-footed player, it's just an Elastico. And basically, oh, I see, like double Elastico, Elastico, and the guy was sent. And kind of just the more you get used to it, you'll just combo out of it. You're going to see, oh my God, like it's such an effective move. It really is. Getting it down, especially from all the different angles, makes a big difference. I remember when I first learned it, I could only do it maybe from one angle. And then once I was able to add it into my game from all of the different spots, it makes it way, way, way more effective, honestly, which, you know, that would make sense. But you're just going to see constantly, just it's one move and it just sends the defender so good, because people a lot of times aren't expecting it, especially with the reverse Elastico. But I hope this tutorial has helped you guys. Please let me know if there's anything I could do to explain it better for you. If there's any other moves you want to see, please drop a comment. Tell me what to do. I hope everybody was able to understand it and I didn't talk too fast. I wanted to try to keep the video as short as possible. But as always, everybody stay blessed.